we are going to take a look at the Mutsy EasyRide stroller. It's a very lightweight stroller, compact stroller. As you can see, it folds up really pretty small. The stroller itself only weighs about 14 pounds. This here is the latch that you use to unlock it, unfold it. I actually like this latch because it grasps by itself, but you just lift up, give it a pull, and then it more or less will open itself. On the back here, there's a little foot pedal that you just push down, and you can hear it click into place, and that locks it up into place. Some of the features on the stroller, we'll start at the back here, is that it does have a really large canopy. This canopy here comes all the way down to the back, which is great because the seat itself reclines way down. So this keeps your baby or child covered even when they're reclined all the way back. It does have a small basket here that you can see. It is on the smaller side. You might be able to get a purse, so you want to travel light when you're traveling with this stroller unless you feel like carrying a diaper bag on your shoulder still. It does have 2 foot locks on each side, and actually they click into place and then they click right back out of place. This right here, I'm going to turn it up so you can see it a little bit better, is actually how you adjust the back of the seat from up to down. So you pinch here on the sides, this part here pulls all the way back, and then the seat, we'll turn it around, reclines. When you're done with it reclined, you do the same thing. You pinch it, you just pull the strings back, and it pops back into place up front. The seatbelt itself, or the seat itself, does have a 5-point harness, so it will attach all the way through. Great safety feature. I really love this. A lot of times when you get a stroller like this, an umbrella type stroller, I wouldn't really consider this an umbrella stroller, it doesn't have this 5-point harness. So it does have that here, adjustable at the top on the stroller, on the shoulders, and then also at the bottom and at the waist side here. One of my favorite features of this stroller is actually the adjustable leg rest. As you can see, it's pointed all the way up right now, but you can actually take it and fold the bottom 6 or 7 inches down. So if you've got a older child who's sitting in it and this is more comfortable, you can fold it down, or when you've got a smaller child in it and they're laying down and sleeping, it's great to fold it back up here so that when they are laying down, they can have somewhere to rest their feet and they aren't hanging off the edge of the stroller. The stroller itself does come with a really great suspension system, I guess you would call it. It works really well on smooth sidewalks and things like that, but it also works really well over grass. You don't get a lot of the one tire works, the other one doesn't, or spin out like you do with a lot of other strollers. The top canopy here is quite large also, so it does cover a good portion of the seat. It also has on the top here an opening so that if you're standing behind your child or you want to take a peek, you can see into the top. But it is still grayed out so that you're not necessarily getting a whole bunch of light or sun on the child. The one thing that I don't love about the stroller are these seat straps, are these shoulder strap pads here. I almost feel like they were kind of an afterthought. The problem that I have with them is if you use the 5-point harness correctly, the top parts come off and then they get reattached. Well, as soon as you take that top part off, the pad likes to slide right off. With my little guy who's just turned a year old, I find it easier just to leave it attached and just put the straps over his shoulders and only do this bottom hook here. If you have an older child or a larger child, that might not be as easy, and you want to remember to snap these back up every time you fold it up to store it, or they might come loose. Another thing that I find a little bit difficult, and it's not the end of the world, but I have a hard time closing it. I feel like I have to pull and prod on 4 different areas at once to get it to close. So you have to pull this back, pop this latch a little bit, and then actually push up at the same time on the bottom here to get it to close. And if you're not very flexible or you've got other things going on, it can be a little bit difficult. Once you get it released, it's really simple to close up. Just fold it, push it down, close, no problem. And the latch here will actually automatically lock and grab, so you don't even have to worry about trying to find a switch to pull over to the side or anything like that. It's going to lock itself just fine. So the material that this is made out of is really great material. It's water resistant. It looks like it's going to clean up really well if there was ever an issue with a spill or anything like that. Everything is designed really well. It's stitched really well. Definitely going to hold up over time. All of the framing is great. And overall, I really love the stroller. The little things that do bother me are completely outweighed by how much I love the rest of the stroller.